Hey Pisces, welcome to your Virgo new moon reading along with the September reading. Kind of doing a 2-for-1 here. There's a lot of energy to pull on and it's great energy. It really is right now. I kind of waited. I waited to pull it on the new moon. Today's September 2nd. Because the energy lightened up coming up to the new moon, and I wanted it to be light. I wanted it to be real for September because there's so much going on. I'll get to that in a minute. However, I want to give you your little teaser here because we got door to romance and the sixth chakra. So there's some romance coming in that's really whether you're single and there's new romance coming in or an old kind of an old I feel like an old energy coming back, one or the other. And if they're coming back, they're coming back in new energy. So it may be like an old boyfriend or an old someone you have connected with before that's coming back into your energy, but as a new version of themselves. And so you kind of shifted frequencies. I'm getting a lot off these two cards. Well, there's also a third card. It's Angel of Balance that I got to share that because it's playing into it. So this is crossing both of them, and this is just the now external environmental energy. You've been shifting into this balanced state, and this new moon energy has brought just this empowerment and balance, and it's pulling in, it's magnetizing in old love or but in new energy, new balanced energy. So it'll either be that, or it's if you're married or already in a relationship, it's balancing out. It's like whatever maybe was hard about it or not working before, it's almost like that partner's coming in a new space. So yeah, anyways, good stuff. Okay, and so that's what we'll get started with. I'm gonna go ahead and start shuffling. I'm gonna set these aside. As I do, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the energy going on. We got the new moon in Virgo. We got Uranus going retro. We got a couple retros going on at one time. We got Pluto retro in Capricorn, which is huge. That's huge. It's gonna go back direct, and when it does, it's gonna move into Aquarius after that, and it won't be back in Capricorn for hundreds of years. So this energy we're in right now it's exiting. We're leaving this energy, guys. And so it's really huge. And a lot of you might feel like some old things are coming back. Look at that. Flipped right over. Men holding a heart. As I said, door to romance. So you'll feel like some things are coming back almost as a final, like, you sure you want to let go of this energy? Yeah, let go. Because I want to go to the new energy. You want the new. We want to head towards the new. Guarantee it. You also got Mars in Cancer. It's working with this retrograde, this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. Don't worry, I'm gonna get back shuffling. I gotta focus here. This Mars is your teacher planet, so they're kind of working together, and they're showing you like you might feel like something you already let go of or already solved comes back, almost like you have to say, "Yep, I'm sure," and then just move on. It's really, and it's that simple. It's just such a simple energy to move from. But if you get too much in your head, you'll get caught up on it. Like, why did it come back? Is there something I did? Don't do any of that. Don't get in the head. Just go, yeah, I want to move on. Go for it. So yeah. Anyways, and then you also have Mercury in Virgo and appreciation. So this is in the center. We got some gratitude. So be in some gratitude energy, and let's see, we're going to get a bookending card. And then we've got the eclipses coming up, which is huge. We got a lunar eclipse in September and then a solar eclipse in October. And this card, I can't get rid of this card. This one in the solar plexus. We got the sacral chakra and the solar plexus chakra, and I'm going to tell you why. This energy we're moving out of, it's the lower three chakras below the heart. We're moving out of that. We don't no longer have as much trapped energy there. So that's why things are shifting, moving so quickly. It's kind of like a river. You have lots of rocks in it. You took out most of the big boulders, and so there's a few more little rocks. That's that energy, that retrograde energy I was talking about in Mars and Cancer. It's just like, yep, pull it out, and then it just flows. So we're really letting go of karmic relationships, relationships that are no longer serving us. They might not be bad relationships, but they just don't really have a use for them anymore. They were kind of needed before, and which is the sacral chakra relationships. And then we're also, I'll just tell you, they've been coming out a lot together. I haven't even looked at the bottom card. No. Okay. So the solar plexus chakra, the third chakra, has also been coming up a lot. It's the you're letting go of like your identity, like you're moving into your authentic self, letting go of masks you are, attachments and identities to energies. Okay, so anyways, this is what you got going on though here. I'm kind of giving you're the last one, Pisces, so I'm giving you like a whole blowdown. So we got a lot of love coming in because we've moved into the heart chakra. That's that balance. So the heart is in the middle of the 7 chakras, and it brings balance. It brings everything into balance. So it brings love back into your life, and you do that through gratitude and through relationships. So this is really beautiful energy right now for you, and this is all crossing it is the temple path. How good is that? It's like you're written in the stars. Your I said authentic self is the temple path. So under it is a thinking woman, so there's a little cautionary there. You'll get off your path if you get in the thinking woman. You're bringing these to balance, so don't get too much into thinking. That's been coming up a lot too. That's been a theme. So, something kind of interesting as I've moved through the zodiac fly through, which by the way, you should resonate with 9 out of the 12, not just your Pisces, but this is you're all in one room, everybody, all humanities in one room, and you divide up into 12 parts of the room, okay? And this is Pisces part. It's Pisces viewpoint. All right, so a good viewpoint so far, and we'll take it. So door to romance and stay in your intuition. Just move with what feels right, okay? So I'm going to clear out this energy, and I'm going to keep with my theme here because in Scorpio, I pulled out this new deck, and I felt guided to use it every time since, and it's just really been giving great messages, and so I'm just going to stick with it because it's really been good. So look at this. We get the covenant on the bottom, sacred contract. So when I was explaining the second chakra, sacral chakra, relationships, letting go of relationships and karmic relationships, I almost said like soul contracts are being tied up. They're being completed because we made soul contracts to complete karmic stuff, okay? And then you get the sacred contract, the covenant. This is the covenant with your higher self, and this illuminates love. This brings in a soulmate, or what some call a twin flame, because it's the mirror of you inside. So when you balance inside, you mirror outside of you love. And right under that, it like wanted to show, because I pulled this out to show you, is a spirit of the river, movement toward adventure. This reading is beautiful. It really is beautiful energy. Okay, so I'm going to do 3 cards and a crossing card with this energy because I'm just loving this message. There's got to be something in here for you as guidance, though. We've got to land on something. But so far, y'all got romance coming in, and okay, wow, yeah. These cards always have to like make a really grand entrance. Lost in space, needing direction. Okay, I said guidance has got to come in. So we need direction. Let's get some direction, right? I'll put that in the center. Let's get the bookending cards for this, needing direction. Okay, wow. Will of the Wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows. Okay, this is what your retrograde's for. Your retrograde is to really decide what comes with you, what's in your frequency, drop into the heart space, be honest. If it doesn't need to come with you anymore, just give it love, gratitude, and release it. No judging it, no attaching to it, just release, gratitude, and just release, let it go. It's frequency. If it's your right frequency, it'll follow you. Promise. All frequencies will come with you. We're putting the orchestra back together. It's all balancing out. So you're gonna all. I talked about this in the last of Aquarius, where like a big orchestra. I got this visual of this orchestra, and all the frequencies are in their right spot, and that's how they make beautiful music. So the band is all getting put back together. And so you don't need to worry. You will be with your right frequencies, and wow, and yeah, our book ending card. It's probably, I feel like it's our crossing card. Oh, okay. I felt a lot of energy around the crossing card, and I just got 4 cards, so I'm just going to read them as a story for you. So kind of like as a visual story. So here we go. So the first of the card is First Breath, Beginner's Mind. So as I was saying, this treasure's hidden in the shadows, so we're moving to new frequency. We're moving to Aquarius, okay? So as we move, we're on a new journey, a new timeline, a new our authentic self, okay? So it's kind of like there was one of the readings, I think it was Cancer, was like very much around fertility and birth. It was explaining how it's kind of like we're in our first breath of life, because the old you will remember it because it's the same incarnation, but it will feel like a whole different lifetime. It really will. And that's this card, First Breath. It's like you're taking a first breath. Okay, so that's the first part. And then many masks, the authentic self. You're moving into the authentic self. You're dropping all the masks. That was old energy. That was the contracts. That was the karmic contracts that you're dropping. You're going into covenant. Remember, sacred contracts, okay? And then it's taking you into the fortune's wheel, luck and right timing. Everything's going to happen in divine timing. Everything's going to go to play the perfect orchestra. You're gonna go with your frequency because this is what's happening. So the lunar eclipse is moon energy. That happens in September. That's your feminine energy. And then it's sandwiched with a solar eclipse, which is masculine energy. We are bringing in the feminine and masculine energies and balancing them out. And we're doing it all within. We're doing it all in the universe too. And this is why it's bringing new love, or else a renewal of love, one or the other. Okay? And then a fool's embrace, transmuting pain. So here's your guidance. This could feel painful sometimes because you don't always get to know who's in what part of the orchestra. So I really like that metaphor, because if you're with the flutes, you need to be with the flutes, okay? So if someone is with the trombones, let them be with the trombones. Give them their spot. Give them their frequency, okay? There's not a right or wrong frequency. Judge nothing. Just allow. I promise you, you will be in the right area and the right people. You will be in that covenant contract. And let's see what's crossing, because I had a lot of energy on whatever's crossing. Beloved, radical acceptance. I said that before I even told you this whole story. I told you I felt like I was shuffling for the crossing card. So this story, book ends the will of the wisp. This is your crossing card of the whole entire thing. It's so beautiful. Okay, Pisces, you need to just have a radical acceptance. Just accept everyone. Wherever they are, accept their frequency. They're a beautiful part of the orchestra, okay? And just complete acceptance. I feel that in the heart. I really felt the energy around this card. Before I even got it, and before I looked at it for sure, but before I got it, before I knew when I was shuffling for the crossing card. So because of that, I'm going to go to the book, which is the number 2 card. So that number might mean something to you. The object of affection, radical acceptance, loving what is. And I'm just going to where it highlighted. The beloved may not be a person at all. It might be a business venture, a project, or an adventure calling for your full attention. Love it. Let it light you up and give it your all. There's another sentence, but I need to take a drink. I don't know. I was just feeling a lot of energy, so it needed to move through my heart chakra. I was just really feeling the energy of that card. Surrender to this truth and know that you are gaining a passport to bliss. Even when it feels that you are being consumed by fire of the beloved, do not hold back or be afraid, for you will emerge transformed. So that goes with that group, okay? That goes with that group, this part here, transmuting pain, okay? That's your really huge guidance. Just transmute the pain. Just, that's the retrograde, okay? That's why I pulled this on the 2nd, on the new moon, because the retrograde energy is really painful. We're starting to move away from that a little bit, and we're moving more into when it's going to go direct, and more towards this new moon is bringing new energy. It's bringing some clarity. It's bringing this knowing the authentic self, okay? Your cards told the story. I'm gonna go through them one more time for you. So, first breath is your first card. First breath, beginner's mind. Many masks, you're moving into the authentic self. As you take your first breath, you're moving into the authentic self. The fortune's wheel, luck and right timing. It'll all happen in divine timing. Just allow it, don't trap it. And fool's embrace, transmuting pain. There will be a little pain. You're seeing all parts, the shadows. That's what remember the thing I read, the shadows, the hard parts, the beautiful parts, the bliss. It's transmuting you. It's the phoenix rising. And that's why it's all crossed by beloved, radical acceptance. Just accept, just allow, just move through. It's a beautiful, beautiful reading. I can't pull something better than that. These cards just gave you your beautiful story of how. I do feel a little treasure hidden in the shadows. I feel a little energy around this, so I'm going to end with a message from that card. The profound, and I'm like going about 4 paragraphs down where it highlighted, the profound shift of an epiphany can occur only when you risk the detour and enter the unknown. Now is the time to trust higher forces to lead you into this place, these worlds hidden at the threshold between what was and what can be. Yeah. Treasures are hidden in the shadows. The phoenix rising, you know. The beloved, transmuting through fire is the same concept as the phoenix rising. Transmute that. Just allow. So I'm going to end with that, Pisces. Beautiful reading, beautiful message. I hope this resonates with you. If it does, leave me a message below. I'd love to hear it. Leave a like if you liked it so other Pisces who need the message can find it, and share if you feel obliged, okay? And if you want to subscribe, I'm going to come back during the solar eclipse energy with more messages, both the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse, and any other guidance I feel when I feel messages coming in. Transmute that beautiful energy. You're on your way, Pisces, and this is beautiful. All right. Ciao.